So, Drew, I want to start a weekly thing with these podcasts.
Okay.
Since you haven't watched any... What is so fucking funny now?
You start out every single one by saying, so Drew, and I didn't realize that until I went back and watched them all.
God damn it.
I like it. It's funny. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, I want to start a weekly thing.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the podcast.
Okay.
Since you haven't seen any fucking movies ever.
Oh no, I don't like where this is going.
I want to pick one movie a week. And you watch it and come back with your analysis. And your review.
Okay, I will try to do that.
Just one movie a week at some point.
I just started a new job, though. I don't have time for things.
Oh, you can sit down for 2 hours on one night.
Maybe I can watch it at work.
Maybe.
Okay, what's your first movie, then?
Okay, so that's another point I was going to bring up.
Okay.
I don't recommend just classics like The Godfather or something like that.
I mean, if you want, I could just go through that big stack you gave me.
I did give you a stack of movies a year ago, or even longer.
No, it was when we worked at the theater.
That is longer than that, yes.
It was like towards the tail end of us working at the theater, which would have been at least 3 to 4 years.
So I'd say there's like 10 to 12 DVDs in that.
Yes.
But on top of that, I want to recommend movies that they're not bad, but they're not good either.
Okay.
Like Batman Forever. It's not a good movie. It's not even a good Batman movie. But it's stupid as hell.
So
and you should watch it.
Is that your first one then?
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to watch Batman Forever and come back and be like, what the fuck were they doing?
Okay. I will try. I will try to do it. I usually have like a couple hours to myself per night. And instead of playing games and World of Warcraft and socializing with my friends for the few hours that I get to do that, I'll watch Batman instead.
Because guess what year it came out? Just what year do you think it came out?
Was it before the 80s?
No, it was after.
So in the 90s.
Yes.
Okay, so like 93.
95.
95.
Close.
Okay.
So that was the magical time of superhero movies. Before Spider-Man, before X-Men.
Who was Batman?
It was Val Kilmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Which he got it one time.
Is that the one where you can like see his dick the whole movie?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
You ever like the old Bat? Like I thought maybe Adam West. There's like a bunch of scenes where you can just see his dick through the spandex.
Well, in this one you can kind of see it.
Oh, this is the one where they give him nipples.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. No. I've seen the pictures for this one, but I've not actually watched the movie.
So in the movie itself, since like the suit is so dark and the lighting, you can barely see the nipples they put on there.
That's good. I
guess. But it's there.
That's good. Jesus Christ.
But here's the thing.
They're like actual nipples. They even have like what's that? The areola around them. Okay.
So partially the reason for that was because the director Joel Schumacher is gay, and
does he like men nipples? Then I guess.
So his idea was that like so the previous Batsuit had like fake abs on it, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, well, we'll just do that again, but like kind of like the Greek statues, they had nipples on it, so. Fuck it, let's put nipples on it too.
I mean, I guess I can understand that thought process. I know a lot of like superheroes are kind of like based loosely on like Egyptian, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, like on like Roman and like gods and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I was gonna just make a statement. So I like that you said he was gay first, because like, so if I'm straight and I give a female superhero an outfit, can I just put nipples on hers?
So in Batman and Robin,
I don't know if I like where this is going.
Same director. Came out 2 years later, and they're like, "Oh, Batman Forever was such a huge box office hit. We gotta pump this next one out.
Okay.
And you better make sure there's enough shit in there to get toys, motherfucker." So there's like, okay, well, we'll bring in Batgirl. This is the first time we put her on film.
You typed in Batgirl.
I know what I did. So
no, she actually has nipples.
So can you zoom in?
You can.
Because she has like actually a whole suit up scene. So let me turn the audio off.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. And, okay, so you don't have to watch Batman and Robin. I will never make you do that.
I've heard it's notoriously bad.
It is maybe one of the worst things that's ever happened to Batman in general.
I thought you were going to say, like, film in general.
No, it's just...
Wow, Batman is like the first thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that thumbnail. It's just her tits.
Yeah. Okay, so she does these elaborate, like, zoom-ins, and she has high heels, of course.
Great. Okay, that is just ass.
And, yeah. That's the tits.
Wow. I was being a smartass about that.
So,
okay.
So, if you don't ever want to watch Batman and Robin, it's terrible. But the reason...
I like this scene.
So they retcon it so that Batgirl is Alfred's niece from England.
Okay.
And she comes to Gotham City to visit, and fucking for some reason, Alfred, who
You can do it. I believe
he
in you.
just knows her, and he knows like he's got Batman, he's got Robin to take care of, and she just shows up one day, like kind of out of the blue,
Mhm.
and he decides like, well, one day she's gonna be part of the Bat family things. I'll just make her a suit and outfit. So Alfred just makes this, and like she finds it on a computer program, and like a AI version of Alfred just shows up on a computer. It's like, hey niece, don't worry, I got you a bat suit and you're ready to go.
I just feel like that's a weird thing for your uncle to make you.
Yeah, okay, so
it makes me question
now-
Alfred's motives.
Now let's rewatch the scene with that context.
oh,
Her uncle made this.
oh,
Somehow knew her measurements to get it skin tight on her ass.
this is like dominatrix. Like this is she. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a little weird.
What's even funnier is that like after she gets this suit, they have to go fight Mr. Freeze, who is frozen over the whole city.
Something about her nipples being really hard.
No, then they all.
Okay.
No, she gets this suit, and then 10 minutes later they have to go fight Mr. Freeze, and she gets a whole new suit after that. So not only he made 2 suits for her within like the 1 week she's there.
He was having some fun. Just like, how can I make my niece look sexy?
Also in the movie, he's dying from some weird disease.
Alfred would like the homepage of Pornhub. Why?
What?
Why disease?
Oh no, he's got okay, do you remember Mr. Freeze's story where his wife has some weird disease?
Yes.
Alfred's got the same thing somehow.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Alfred gets the same disease just somehow.
All right.
And then I just remembered. At the end they beat Mr. Freeze, and he's pissed off at Batman because he thinks Batman killed his wife.
Mm-hmm.
But earlier in the movie, Poison Ivy, who teamed up with him, was like, I'm a jealous girl, so she kicks off the light support for Mrs. Freeze.
Is she like in love with Mr. Freeze or something?
No, she literally just does it to manipulate him.
That's fucked up.
It's like, hey, Batman killed your wife. We should go kill him, right? But then Batman shows up off screen and fixes it. But then at the end of the movie, like Mr. Freeze is like, "Fuck you for killing my wife," and Batman's like, "I didn't kill your wife. I have video evidence of her confessing to doing it."
Oh.
Which he conveniently just has, And
if you ever got to get out of a hairy situation, you got to film that shit.
Yeah. No, he films the confession of Poison Ivy saying it, which is even whatever.
What a strange movie.
But then he's like, "Hey, your wife, she's all sick, but I have a butler who's sick too. Can you help out?" And Mr. Freeze just opens up his arm gauntlet thing. Is like has 2 little test tubes of blue liquid. It's like it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh God.
He's Mr. Freeze, and they literally rewrote the script to fill in as many like one-liners as possible. So he's like, "Take 2 of these and call me in the morning."
Oh my God.
And
so he's like a proper doctor.
Yeah. Well, he's Doctor.
I know. I just I in everything I've seen with Mr. Freeze, I never see that part.
It's super stupid. It's amazing.
I kind of want to watch it, but I'm gonna watch the other one first.
Okay, so I have Batman Forever on DVD here. Not in the room, I'll get it to you.
Great. I can't wait.
And if that made you feel a little down, I also have a present for you.
Wait, what? Why?
Because I was at Walmart and I saw something. I want you to open this.
I see Fallout. I don't know if I'm gonna like where this goes.
Here's a screwdriver, you want to open it.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Oh no. Is this gonna be miserable? Is this gonna
It's
be
your favorite game franchise.
Fallout?
Yeah.
Fallout's not my favorite game franchise.
But it's your favorite iteration of your favorite one.
Thank you for this Fallout 76 poster. It's actually kind of a cool poster, honestly.
You just get like a Sharpie and wipe out 76.
Just put like a piece of paper over it or something. No, thank you. I think. Why did you do this?
I saw it and I thought it was funny.
It's pretty good. God damn it, now I have to get you a gift.
No, you don't have
what
to.
What could top this? Ooh, I know. I'll get you candy.
Like I've always talked about, I want to get you the shitty like t-shirt gift because I think it's funny.
Why? Why?
Welcome to episode 4.
Yeah. What else did you do this week, Austin?
Me and the wife saw The Upside with Bryan Cranston and the Kevin Hart.
How was that? Why the fuck did you get me a Fallout 76 poster?
Because it's funny.
Thank you, but goddamn.
It's just funny. Fucking cats, get out of here.
Yeah, they're opening the doors and shit.
Because it doesn't fucking shut all the way.
Jesus! Wonder what that looked like on the thing. Oh god, it goes all the way to the top of the waveform.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. That's staying in. I'm gonna amplify just that part. God damn it. But yeah, so how was Upside, I guess?
So it's good, but like it's everything about it is fine, but I just don't really care.
Is it? Who's even in this? I've never even heard of this movie.
It's like I said, the Bryan Cranston and the Kevin Hart.
Cat.
Is he trying to get in?
Yeah, he's just doing stuff.
Hold on.
I thought that door does shut. You just have to like give it some love.
You have to give it like a little Jimmy.
There, beautiful.
Yeah, but Bryan Cranston is a quadriplegic, and Kevin Hart is an ex-con who kind of wanders his way into becoming his like life helper caretaker thing.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
I know, right?
That's what people want to hear in their ears.
And like the movie, like it's based off a true story, and also there's a British movie about it first. I don't know shit about it. So I'm just judging this based off a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how accurate it was or if the British one was better. But you know, it really shines when Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart are having fun together because they have a lot of good scenes together.
That's good. Bryan Cranston seems like a really funny dude.
He is. He's fucking hilarious.
I saw him on what was it? It was that show that blew up on YouTube with like Gordon Ramsay with the hot peppers or whatever.
Oh yeah,
like the interview. He was on that, and I watched an episode of Bryan Cranston. Yeah, it was him and someone else, but I cannot remember. And
it was James Franco.
Yeah. And he was telling a story about how he once got arrested on murder charges.
Yeah, I love that story.
It's a fucking crazy story.
Yeah.
Who just sits around at their job and just talks about ways they would kill dudes they don't like?
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
I mean,
I guess it was a different time.
No, I mean, like I feel like we've done that.
I don't know. Okay, who if there was anybody you could kill at your job, who would you? You know what?
That's a dangerous road to go down.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I don't think I have anybody any of my jobs I would want to kill.
Well, now.
Yeah.
Previous jobs, though.
Previous jobs. Yeah, that one person. Fuck that person. I don't know, man.
So like the thing, like I don't really like Kevin Hart that much. He's a little too zany for me.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's always been a little too animated for me.
Like he's toned down a lot, but you can tell there's a lot of scenes where like. Do you ever watch Plinkett's review of the 2016 Ghostbusters?
I think so.
Like, you know his complaint where like they talk too much, where like just a simple scene of them walking from the left side of the screen to the right side is like, my bunions, and they have to like talk the entire way through it. There's some scenes like that, but it's not nearly as bad.
They just don't know how to let it sit.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Like, I feel like a better actor than Kevin Hart could have done it better, but it's fine. There's also like some scenes where like the conflict like shows up and then is resolved within like 2 seconds. It's like, oh man, I can't believe you've done this. I didn't mean to do that.
That was funny.
It's like, oh man, well we got that figured out, so move on to the next scene.
I'd have to check it out. I don't know. That just
it's a fine movie.
I'm not much for comedies.
It's more of a drama thing because
Dramedy.
Yeah, the whole thing is like Bryan Cranston is a rich quadriplegic who used to be able to walk, and then he had a paragliding accident, so now he's paralyzed from the neck down.
Oof.
So he tells Kevin Hart like, "Hey, I'm DNR, so do not resuscitate. No extraordinary measures.
Aww.
So if something goes down and you have to call an ambulance, just let me go."
Does that happen?
No.
Okay.
But it starts out with like him telling his like helper, not Kevin Hart, it's like, "I told you, no extraordinary measures," and like he's getting out of the hospital.
Huh. I don't know. I think I'd want to be resuscitated.
But like also like Kevin Hart. Like, in the beginning, he's, like, really shit at being a caretaker. Because, like, he's an ex-con who, like, literally just goes to this place to get a signature so he doesn't go back to prison. Because if you're, like, your parole officer makes you, like, you have to go and try to apply for places to get work.
Yeah.
So, like, he goes to this place just to get a signature. He doesn't even really expect getting a job. But Bryan Cranston's like, "Oh, you're totally shit, and you'll probably get me killed." Hired. And like
I like that. That's cool.
And like Kevin Hart doesn't even like fucking try. Like really, it's like, okay, you need to put Bryan Cranston in his wheelchair, so he puts him in there, but doesn't strap him in, so he's like falling out of it. And then he's like trying to feed him and like feed him like this like whipped cream and shit mixture.
So does he like
want
to
to
die?
all his face?
Does he like want to die in the movie? Is that like the whole thing?
Like he doesn't outwardly want to die, but like. He wouldn't be mad if it happened.
That was a movie that Chelsea watched a while back. There was a movie that was exactly not exactly this, but it had a very similar premise, and it was just like some kid who got in like a surfing accident and became quadriplegic. Except, spoiler alert for that movie, he kills himself at the end. Assisted suicide. Great movie.
Good.
Yep.
Besides that, finally, I spent all week getting the S plus rank hardcore mode on
Yeah, you
Resident
sent
Evil
me
2.
that. I'm super proud of you.
You can ask my wife. I literally screamed when it happened.
How late? What time of the night did you get it, or day?
2 a.m.
Good. Did you wake her up?
Yes.
Good.
So
Did she come in scared?
No,
Damn.
I told her like, hey, I'm heading to the final boss. I'm either going to scream in joy or anger. You'll know which.
You only get like one attempt at it?
No, okay, so in the standard difficulty, you get autosaves for bosses and
Okay.
like big story events.
Yeah.
Hardcore, you don't get any autosaves. You have to save manually.
Oof.
And wherever you die, you go back to that manual save. To get S plus rank though, you have to do it with 3 or less saves. So you have to really pick where your saves are going to be. So like I got to a point like, all right, this is before a boss fight, I'll save here. Then like this the start of the next area, save here. Start of the last zone, save here. So if you die, whole zone over again. Which I did like I had a big goof because if you pause the game, you can see the timer, so you don't have to guess how long you've been playing.
Yeah.
But if you play for an hour and a half and you die and it sends you back to your last save, the timer is still going. So you still have that hour and a half on the clock.
Yeah.
But if you go into the menu and manually load it from the menu, it's like as if you didn't play for an hour and a half. It goes back to what it was. Which is like so easy, you might as well just like, why even have it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But it, like, after playing, like, it was like perfection last week. Now, like, there are some minor gripes. So,
okay.
So there's some very, very minor. Like, you get things called defense items, which if you get grabbed by a zombie, you can use like a knife or a flashbang or a regular grenade to get out of it.
Okay.
But if you have all 3 in your inventory, whichever one you currently have equipped is the one that the character will use.
Okay.
Which is kind of annoying. We're like, all right, I have like 2 grenades and a flashbang. I want to save those for a later encounter. Oh, I got grabbed. I want to use my knife, but it defaults to whatever one you have.
And you can't change it mid-grab.
You can't.
Okay.
No. So that's like a kind of annoying one.
I'm trying to spin like that in a way like, okay, is that intentional or is that just an oversight? It's probably intentional because it kind of makes sense, but...
I
can
kind of
see
feels
where
like an
that's
oversight, but it, like I said, minor fucking gripe.
Yeah. If you have to look for them. I mean, like, no, that's fair. Like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Is that about it, or do you got more? You sound like you had more.
I thought I did, but, like, the game is so good.
That's a blemish on an otherwise perfect game.
Yeah.
It's like you can dust that shit out. Like, nothing.
Like, also, just, it's kind of a thing with Resident Evil games in general. Like, damage is super inconsistent. Like, sometimes you get grabbed, you don't take damage. Sometimes you do. You go from, like, full to almost nothing.
Almost to death.
But, like, and also, like, some grab animations from certain enemies take so long. It's like, oh my god, can I just move on from this?
I just want to play, I don't want to watch.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
But, Mr. X is still the coolest thing about that game. They really did him right.
I've never seen him before. He's so cool looking.
Yeah, he gets even cooler looking later on.
He's
like,
terrifying.
Yeah, he evolves. Because he's like their super tyrant thing, and
so,
he gets even cooler. Do you want to see it?
Kind of, but so I'm sitting here thinking like,
he's
okay,
the final boss.
So he evolves. So he goes from like what, a level 1 rookie to a level 50 boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that right? Is that the meme?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But so everyone's doing the X gonna give it to you thing.
Don't give it to you.
Yeah, but they don't do it like as good as it could be. So like all they do is like once it shows him, they just start playing the song.
I just want to see. Whoa!
Oh, yeah. So like he chases you throughout like
he's on fire.
Yeah, he chases you throughout like the thing self-destructing. So
why is there what is self-destructing?
Oh, the Umbrella Lab.
Okay.
Yeah, because the G virus got out and now they're wiping all evidence.
Okay, I thought that you spent the entirety of the game in the police station.
No, you go from a police station to the sewers to the Umbrella Lab, and then you leave.
Okay. Huh. So do you save the day?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
there's later games.
You
so
you survive. So in Resident Evil 4, it's established that Umbrella goes out of business because of the Raccoon City thing caused a huge stock decrease.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, what brought him down to stocks? Why is this guy wasting fucking flame ammo on him? Okay, so...
Are you judging him?
Yes, I am, because he's wasting time. So yeah, there's a bunch of explosions. Mr. X is there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, then... Yeah.
So is Mr. X, like, from Umbrella? Or is he just a zombie guy?
So in the original, like I said last week, like, they show a cutscene of, like, them dropping pods of Mr. X's, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah, but this one, there's no explanation why he's here.
Okay.
But if you go to the model viewer, he has, like, this little, like, pin out of his head that has the Umbrella logo on it. It's, like, super small, but it's there. So yeah, he got hit by a bunch of explosions. Then Leon has to get on this elevator.
I gotta see this.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
This buffering. It's killing me.
How fucking dare you buffer?
What else did you do this week? While we wait.
No, my point was that like people keep fucking up the Mr. X gonna give it to you. I want to do it right. Because like they just play the song and I want to have a thing where like when he first shows up and like X gonna give it to you, then they use like different lyrics like where are my N-words at? Like,
oh my god. You run a YouTube channel. You're more than capable of making such a video.
I know, but it'll take time, and that time is something I don't really have.
That's
him. Look at that buff boy.
Jesus, God, Leon is getting so lucky. All the falling debris is missing him. Jesus,
Look at him up there. It's like...
This guy's having a rough time. He stuck that that was a superhero landing.
Yeah.
What is this guy?
He's the Tyrant. That's what they call like that. Fucking thing. You know, Tyrant was also the final boss of Resident Evil 1.
What is he aiming at?
His heart is essentially out of his body, so you have to shoot at that. Well, really, you have to do enough damage until someone shows up with a rocket launcher, and then you shoot him.
Huh. He's got a good design.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
He's fantastic. And then you go, boosh. Anytime now.
Is that it?
Yep.
Did you beat him?
Resident Evil really fucking romanticizes rocket launchers.
That blood spill animation, though.
Oh, that's great. Alright, I'm good. I'm basically done.
With what you did this week?
Yeah, I talked for a long time.
No, you're good.
Thing.
Yeah, no, basically all I did this week was I started that new job, which is funny because whenever I was going back through watching these, I have been saying like, yeah, I might be getting a job. So I got the job, but the government shut down. So I start this day, and I started. It's like if you watched it, it's a nice progression.
Nice.
Other than that was fun. I learned how to hack.
Oh, you hacker man now?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it took like 1 day is not enough to be a hacker, but I know how to hack a very specific exploit in Windows now, apparently. So that's cool.
Good.
Did I say I saw Panic at the Disco?
No, you haven't said anything about it.
I saw Panic at the Disco.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Yes?
They always put on a good show. Yeah. Brendan Urie's really good live, but
they're at a stadium, right?
Yeah, they were at just somewhere. Yeah. I can never remember the stadium because every stadium changes names 1,000 times. So, but yeah, it was really good.
Do you have good seats?
Yeah,
Spots?
actually. We probably could have thrown a rock and hit the stage.
Really?
Yeah, and at one point so we were like Scottrade. Yeah, we were at Scottrade, whatever that is now. Enterprise Center?
Whatever the fuck, yeah.
I don't know. But so we were like row E, which was like 4 or 5 rows back from the front. And at one point, so the stage is on the far side of the pit, and he does the song Death of the Bachelor, and when he does the song, he'll walk out into the crowd, and he walked over to the crowd where we were, and he went up on a podium and started playing a piano. And he was just doing another one of his songs, and we could, like, he was like right there. Like, if I really want to, I could have walked up and high-fived him. It was really cool. And the fucking piano rose up and goes all the way back to the stage, and he's just like, all right, next song. I'm just like, Jesus. Yeah, it was really cool. And then he did a backflip off the thing, and he's really good live.
That's great. I feel like performers are doing that like into the crowd stuff more because I saw the guy Zach Wild from Ozzy Osbourne's band, his solo band. He goes out into the crowd and like plays his guitar, does a solo. Rob Zombie, like his guitarist does a spotlight solo, but Rob Zombie will run through the crowd while he's doing it.
I like that. It's fun. It gets you involved.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see here. Like I don't even remember what else. Okay, yeah, that's basically all I got.
Hey, you saw a major band and he started a job. That's a big week.
Yeah, it really was. Life Stuff's not Plague of Gripes' new video. I did want to say that I thought that was weird.
His video's great.
It's super great, but it made me really uncomfortable. And I know that was the point.
That's so true.
Yeah, I know that's the point. I think he's treading the waters a little bit on the furry side. I really do.
Oh yeah, he is
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So I guess we go to news.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Nothing happened this week. It was a slow week.
Yeah, like the first thing I put on there is this kind of old, but an IGN reviewer goofed the Resident Evil 2 review, and they had to bump up the score a little bit.
How do you make that big of a mistake? Explain.
Also, so Resident Evil 2, when you beat the game with whichever character, when you go back into the menu to play the other character, a big screen shows up. It says, "Thank you for playing Resident Evil 2. Now play the second run mode." And then when you hit story, there's continue, load, or continue, new game, second run. It's very obvious, very hard to miss even. IGN man just hit new game and played the other character, and then wrote his review and said, well, you know, the second character's pretty much the same as the other one. I don't know what everyone's talking about.
If you're reading other reviews and everybody else has vastly different game completely different things, theirs are all pretty this is this different, but you play it and yours is the exact same as the first one, how could you possibly think that they were the ones that were wrong? I don't know what they're talking about. That's not what happens. The fuck?
And to be completely fair, second run is not a entirely different game.
Yeah.
It's the same assets, same building and everything.
Yeah.
But the solutions are different with puzzles. The location of the locations of the solutions show you what combination of things you need are in different places. You get the items in a different order. You start in a whole new area. Characters that you would have talked to on the A run are not there anymore or are already dead. You remember in the beginning part, you pull that guy out from the metal grate? Yeah, in the B run, when you show up, that guy's a zombie.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And then that grate is open, and then you run through there, and that's where your first item save room is.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of being the main hall. So there is a significant amount of changes. It is not hugely different, but it's different enough.
That's cool. Okay, I see. I mean, it's still worth noting, saying it's not that much different. Yeah, still, that's kind of a bit of an oversight.
But also the girl from Funhouse, Alana, who used to work at IGN. Yeah, she's at Funhouse now. Did the exact same thing, which I don't know how people are missing it. And the IGN reviewer who goofed this Resident Evil 2 review last year played a shoot 'em up and complained in his review there's really no ending. The game kind of just peters out. And the developer tweeted at him, well, you played on the easiest difficulty. You get an ending if you play the harder ones.
God.
So, also, game critics in general, I feel are just shitheels. Or, not shitheels, but just not competent enough.
That's why I like to follow, game critic channels.
Yeah.
I just, IGN and Kotaku and stuff with a few standout exceptions. For the most part, I don't know, I don't really like news outlets for games. I say on a news gaming outlet podcast.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but someone complained they were playing Devil May Cry 5 in the preview build, and Devil May Cry has a style system, which the more different combos you do, different attacks, you get more and more style.
Yeah.
And Devil May Cry 5, the higher the style meter, the music gets louder, more bombastic. They add instruments and lyrics. And
it's actually really cool.
Yeah, it is
That's
cool.
Probably a hell of a pain to set up.
Yeah, but whoever was playing it complained, oh yeah, the music isn't really as good this time around. It used to be a lot better. It's because they weren't getting any style because they don't know how to play the fucking game.
That's awesome, actually. You out yourself and you don't even realize you're doing it. That's a perfect system.
Yeah, it's happened so often.
Oh my god.
I feel the need for IGNs and stuff like that is less than it's ever been because of YouTube.
I agree.
Because you have individual channels who are specialized. They're they know what the fuck they're talking about.
And it's, I don't remember who said it, but a while back someone also pointed out it was probably Donkey or someone, but he's just the problem with a lot of game critics is critic news sites is you have different people reviewing games, so it's you get vastly different opinions. But if you follow one specific person, you get an idea of what they're they like, and you can kind of be all right, I like this guy, I like what they do.
Yeah.
But you might really like a game and you want to see someone do a report on it, but say instead of John Doe doing it, it's Janet.
Yeah.
So, and maybe you don't like the way Janet writes. I don't know. It's just, it's one of those things.
Dougie's video about game critics is perfect because, it shows,
That might be what I'm thinking of, actually.
Yeah. He points out, GameSpot did a review for New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii, and the one guy's oh, this is old school tough. If you ever play that game, it's a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah.
It's, it's the easiest thing ever. But then someone else reviewed New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, which is the port, and they're oh yeah, this thing's easy. And so it's well, it's the same site. It is so different, but
And that's kind of my point exactly. It's just you're getting mixed signals. You're getting weird. It's not. I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's why I like watching individuals. What else you got?
Well, reset the clock for Fallout 76
again.
Yeah. So
how long were they there? How long were they going without a thing?
A week? I don't know. If yeah. But a Fallout 76 player managed to glitch his way into a sealed vault in the Ash Heap region. Neither of us have played the game.
Hey, let me look at my poster. Is this on here?
I mean,
is that what this hill right here is?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
That's also not the poster that they showed.
No?
No, there's like the poster they showed at Walmart was a vertical with just the helmet, didn't have the wasteland.
That's great.
But that's a better poster.
They even fuck up the marketing then.
Yeah.
That might be on Walmart's end though, rather.
Yeah.
Either way.
But like they glitched themselves into a sealed vault, and they begged Bethesda not to get banned.
Oh my god.
So like once they got to this vault, there's like a lot of content, so people are speculating this is like a DLC area.
Mm.
So, but like, man, come on.
Just put up bigger invisible walls. If you glitch through, just make it where he's like. I guess you can't really zero out in a game like that.
No.
You just void out in a game like that. You probably just have to die and respawn somewhere. I don't know. It's just got so many issues at this point. At this point, it's just like I'm not surprised. Nothing is surprising anymore.
Nope.
I want to see what new low it's gonna hit though. Like this isn't
right?
super surprising. I just want like a the game. It's actually bricking consoles now.
Yeah, it's ruining hard drives.
Yeah, it's just like you. Yeah, I don't know anything. Whatever.
They gave your social security number to everyone. Sorry.
Sorry about that canvas bag incident. Just because we gave out your credit card numbers doesn't mean, yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Bethesda. Next.
Well, don't feel too bad for Bethesda. We really need to feel sorry for EA.
You know what? You're right.
EA, it's hard times out there.
It is.
For a big multi-million-dollar company. EA.
Billions even, maybe.
Billions,
yeah,
right.
possibly.
So, guys, Battlefield 5, it only sold 7 million units.
I know. Truly, that is a failure. That is a failure of a game. I've never seen.
It's below expectations.
I hate that that phrase.
It's so below expectations. Guys, you need to spend more money. We wanted to sell 10 million units, and we wanted everyone to buy the DLC season pass, and then spend another 120 on the cosmetic items. It's just not making enough money.
It's not making enough money.
We think next year's Battlefield will have no single player campaign and less maps.
And it has to launch with the Battle Royale because that's part of the reason.
Next year gonna be less modes, less maps, less players because it only sold 7 million
less players. God damn it though! What the fuck?
This makes me. As soon as I read this, I was pissed off.
It's fucking stupid.
You sold 7 million and you're bitching.
Like they just. It's the same thing every week, every time. It's just they have this. I get the need for growth, I do, but like once again, they're
unsustainable.
It's unsustainable in every way. It grew too fast. Like, oh my god! And then like they had the gall to basically be like, yeah, we blame it because it was our poor marketing on the game, and it was marketing, the lack of a battle royale mode, and the focus on the single player. And it's like, did you play the single player in that game?
Not at all.
You know that it wasn't finished. Like there were parts that were just not done.
Really?
Yeah. Like there were. I don't remember. I think it was someone at work that was telling me about it. He was just like, yeah, I got to a certain point, and it was just like, all right, this is all that they got for now, I guess. So it's just like, how the fuck you didn't even.
I played when I did play for a little bit through GameFly, and it boots you straight into the single player mode.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't give a shit about this, so I was like hitting the menu as fast as I could. But also, I remember someone was saying, or there was a news story that players were going on the PC version, going to the lowest settings possible to get a competitive edge. Because
that's the thing.
Looks so good.
Yeah.
Like enemies kind of just blend in with the environment, but you turn all the environment stuff down, you can actually see where people are.
I did that in Apex.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turned because the game looks pretty solid, but if you turn the graphics down, everything loads a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. I guess that's a decent enough segue on that. Apex.
Yeah, so on one end.
Fuck EA, first of all, always. But Apex is kind of good.
Yeah, I played it for a very small amount of time, but it feels good to play.
It's Titanfall. Like, yeah.
Do you think it's actually going to take over Fortnite, though?
No, God, no. I think Fortnite's too big, especially amongst, like, kids and stuff like that. I know that it had, I think it was, like, 77 million players, or, like, unique players or something across platforms. And I might eat my words. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. I just think Fortnite still appeals to a broader audience overall.
So, right now on Twitch, Apex is over Fortnite by 312 to 148.
And that is a fuck ton. I will give you that. But
that's a good measure for now, but yes,
I would say give it a month, and I think it will taper off.
Yeah.
I really do. I hope it doesn't. Apex is a legitimately good game. I really like it's Respawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Respawn knocked it out of the park. It's just Titanfall without a lot of the like more tight movement mechanics, but it still feels really good to move around.
Can I tell you my favorite part of it?
Yeah.
The R1 button.
R1 button. Okay, so I play on PC.
Okay,
so the ping?
Yes, the ping.
Yes.
Where you don't have to talk to people.
So fucking good!
Yeah, so it's also just great because like it's actually faster than saying enemy.
Yeah.
So you just press R1 and like it comes on the screen enemy. That's all the information you need.
It's so nice. And it's just like even if you don't have a headset on, you can literally communicate with your team and win because it's so fucking intuitive. It's just like
It's a fucking brilliant design.
it's on the PC middle mouse button.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's
That's
just
great.
you just tap and move the arrow in a direction. Bam, you're there. It's so nice. It feels so good. Yeah, I don't. Oh my god, that's fuck EA. Good job, Respawn.
Good job, Respawn. Hopefully your Star Wars game is good. If it doesn't get canceled.
Yeah, it'll probably get canceled.
But then they said Titanfall 3 is not in development, but then something Titanfall is. So
yeah, it's probably mobile.
I don't know. Fuck.
Everything's mobile.
Did you see the thing that they did for Apex where it's like someone asked like, why are you just putting it out? It's like they explained that like, okay, so
I didn't actually like their explanation.
You didn't?
No,
So
I don't remember why. Go.
So the
yeah.
explanation was essentially like, if we announce this and like you told me it's a free to play battle royale game with none of the Titanfall movement options, people have been like, is this Titanfall? We've been a big media confusion.
Yeah.
We just skipped all that by just putting it out.
I completely understand that, and I get that, and like
it worked.
Yeah, it did, absolutely did. There probably would have been some backlash too, with like, oh no, this is a totally different thing. But it's in the Titanfall universe. People probably would have been a little salty about
It's
it.
like, where the fuck is that Titanfall 3?
I think my biggest issue with it is like, I don't know, it just kind of felt like, I don't mean like a not pretentious way to say it, but like we're just trying to avoid the reviews. We're just gonna put it out. It's just like we don't want the negative press or anything. I don't know. It felt like they were just trying to dodge something. I'm not sure what.
But I can totally see it happening where they announce it and then people are like, why is it not Titanfall 3?
Yeah, people would have been super pissed. You're
chasing a trend.
Just to be pissed. Yeah. No, I totally like how they did it, but I didn't like their explanation because I feel like it was somewhat disingenuous, but I can't place why. And I could be totally wrong about that. I do. It's a legit like at face value, perfect. I just for some reason it rubs me the wrong way. I don't know why.
It's because it's like I doubt if they were owned by any other company besides EA, this would have even happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Apparently, somewhere along the line, like they said that EA is basically completely hands off on this, especially since it's done so well. I don't know how much I believe that.
Yeah.
Like even with like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, EA is the only reason microtransactions are in it, and da da da. But I mean, like, I don't know, maybe. I mean, people are always gonna say that, but that's a bit much. There was another EA related thing I wanted to talk about, but I didn't write it down, and it came up a second ago, and I forgot what it was because I suck.
But fuck, Drew. What? Okay, give me keywords.
I don't remember.
What?
Literally, it's gone. It's just like a dust in the wind. It wasn't anything. I don't think it was anything news related. It was just a thing I remembered.
Yeah, fucking.
You could move on to what was the last one?
You have something about Activision Blizzard.
Oh, yeah. So I reached out to him to try to get more clarification on this, but apparently there's reports that they're going to lay off like a couple hundred or X amount of employees next week. Yeah, well, I mean, like, they've been cutting costs around the corners. Like, I don't know if we talked about this. I don't think we did, but like a few months, weeks, I don't know exactly how far away it goes. They have this program where it's kind of like a... if you've worked here so long, we'll give you like a year's worth of pay or so many months worth of pay, and you can just leave on good terms. It's just like a severance package. I think they call it the like, it's something to where you can like try to search for a new career, avoid negative press, and you get a ton of money up front. And it's just like a good way because like it's a nice way to cut costs while still looking okay. And it's just like eventually it's like this was going to catch up with them because they're trying to cut costs in so many ways. Their stock dipped like 23% or something, and then they're just like, yeah, we're going to lay off some people. I don't know. I wanted to report it because it just feels a lot like Activision's just dragging Blizzard down with them. Apparently, like, I don't know. It sucks to hear that because Blizzard's a good company.
Well,
mostly.
The last thing they put out was Overwatch, and they still have to make tons of money from that.
Yeah, Overwatch makes a lot of money. WoW Classic's coming out the spring.
Oh, is that actually happening now?
Yeah. It's
okay.
No, I mean, it's been happening for a while.
Okay.
It's just that the release date's like I think it's still like 6 months away.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing was on a Warcraft thing. Warcraft 3 remastered, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. Blizzard hasn't been doing as much as they used to do. They haven't put out a battle royale thing, which I'm mostly fine with.
No, but wait, Activision or Blizzard?
Blizzard.
Okay, well,
they might. I could see a battle royale mode in Overwatch.
Yeah,
that'd be stupid.
I mean, that's essentially Apex Legends.
Yeah, that's true.
But this article, like, it essentially blames since Activision and Blizzard same company, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
So now Bungie's gone. Destiny franchise is left.
Can I talk to you about that?
Sure.
They're the same company. So the parent company to both companies is called Activision Blizzard, which is why people call it ActiBliz. But Activision Blizzard owns the game developers and the I guess subsidiaries. One of them being Blizzard Entertainment. One of them is Activision. So it's like, even though it's the same parent company, that's the same names, they're still independent companies. So it's like sometimes whenever people are talking about it, you get really confused because it's like, so Activision was doing this thing with Activision Blizzard, and it's just like, okay, hold on a second. Like, it's just so, it gets so muddied because of the naming nomenclature, and I do not like it at all.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It sucks.
Anyways.
Yeah, apparently these layoffs are going to happen Tuesday, so...
Yeah, but once again, like, I don't think there's any, like, official reporting on it. And like I said, I reached out to their PR department just because I'm doing that now, just to see if I can get anything, and I got
Jason
nothing.
Schreier at Kotaku's has got some inside people.
Fucking,
Some rumor.
I reached out to him, too. I was like, hey, I want advice.
Yeah.
How do you do this?
I mean, you just gotta know the right people, I guess.
I'm trying to get to that
You gotta
point.
go to E3 when Sony's not there.
Wait, why?
Sony's not going to E3 this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You not hear about that?
No, I didn't.
That happened like months ago.
I heard there were some rumors about a PS5, but I doubt that has anything to do with it.
I wonder if they're gonna have like just their own separate event at the same time.
That's kind of what Nintendo does. I don't think they usually go to E3. They just do it.
They go to E3 to have like a booth, but they don't have like a big press conference.
Yeah,
like
they just do a direct during E3. Yeah,
but there is like physical space there for
Oh,
them.
that was one thing. Apparently, they're supposed to, like, this isn't news because it's not confirmed, but there's supposed to be a direct next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was supposed to be a direct literally every week last month, so take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But people are saying they're probably going to announce Metroid Prime Trilogy and Spyro for the Switch.
Okay.
You know what that means?
What's that?
Spyro and Smash.
I can see it. Like his forward B is like his charge, and like neutral be flame.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, he can do a glide. That'd be his recovery.
Wouldn't that be some shit?
Oh,
if,
his recovery is like he does like the little like upward like.
Oh, a
thing.
little flutter?
Yeah.
That'd be adorable. Wouldn't that be some shit if, like, by the end of it, you have, like, all of the, like, 90s...
PlayStation icons?
Yeah, like, PlayStation icons just in Smash. Like, that'd be
Crash,
crazy.
Spyro, and you Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter,
Oh my
Sly
god.
Cooper.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool. It's like, yeah, PlayStation All-Stars flop. We gotta deal with Nintendo. We're both Japanese. We like each other. Let's do this. And that's basically the fucking news. There was nothing that happened this week.
No, not really.
Like, is there anything, like, tiny that you saw? Like...
Well, let me hit up my Facebook group real quick.
Oh, great. You could go to the gaming news Reddit.
Like, who? That's an awful place to go.
Mm-hmm. It's not great.
No. Oh, this is cool. This is awful fan art, actually.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't know.
Oh, man, the Latin God trailer, I'm not going to watch. Because it looks awful.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it, man. Holy shit.
I don't want to weigh in on this. This is video games. I don't do movies, as you know.
Man.
I guess I'll watch that movie. The Batman movie.
Okay, so Honest Trailer said it best. It's the worst movie you'll see 50 times.
Oh, no.
Because it's not a good movie, but it's so fun and stupid.
That was kind of how I felt about Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
It's totally different vibe than that.
Yeah, like Scott Pilgrim was like also like a decent movie, but it was like stupidly good, but also just stupid. So like I didn't quite know how to feel about it. So if it's a completely different vibe, then I guess
No, this is like stupid in the way it's like, okay, that makes no sense why that happened. Like, so Tommy Lee Jones plays Two-Face.
Yeah,
He's like Two-Face is in it, by the way.
great to know.
And Tommy Lee Jones is a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
He within one scene, he completely ruins the character. Because he has this like kind of monologue, and like by the end of the scene, it's like, man, you fucked this whole thing up.
Like, was it like a bad
Dialogue.
take and they just ran with it? Or?
No, it's exactly how they wanted to do it. It's just he's basically just trying to be Joker.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's starting to be like big and bombastic, but it's like that's not how it should go.
No, Harvey's a little more laid back and more like thought out.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But that movie is like, since it came out in '95, I was a little child renting it from Blockbuster all the time.
You probably loved it.
Yeah, it was great. Like it was I got super into coins and flipping coins because of it.
I actually learned how to flip a coin because of Batman the animated series as well.
Ah,
I mean, like Batman, not necessarily the movie, but
Two-Face is one of my favorite characters in
Two-Face
anything.
is cool. Yeah.
Here's the thing though,
Terrified me as a kid.
Two-Face and Venom are kind of characters. Once you get past the origin story, there's really nowhere to go with them.
Yeah.
Like, what you do, like, the Spider-Man gets the black suit, then he loses the black suit, then fucking Eddie Brock gets it, then they fight.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's like, eh. And the same thing, like,
After
Harvey Dent is the district attorney, he's friends with Bruce Wayne, gets half his face burned off, they have a big fight, loses. The fuck do you... Like, he's gonna flip a coin again. That's kind of it.
The thing with Venom, too, is it's like, they're just like, we don't know what to do with them, so just put in fucking on everybody.
Yeah.
So you have Venom Iron Man, Gwenom, probably Deadpool Venom at some point.
Kind of fucking Flash Thompson is kind of like a more popular Venom than Eddie Brock.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of the movie Venom? Did you see it?
It's a terrible, terrible movie, but I loved it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at with it too. Like, it was a bad movie, but like
For sure.
Like, I felt like it kind of knew that it was bad, and like the only one taking it seriously was
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
And like everybody else knew it was kind of shitty, and just kind of went with it. It was a bad movie, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I went into it thinking it was gonna be like real shitty, and I was not disappointed on that.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
Okay, we need to end this. I need to go take a big shit.
Oh, okay. How do you want to end this? We're at 4. This is the shortest one yet. Hell yeah. Want to take a guess?
44 minutes?
46 minutes on the dime right now.
Hey, look at that.
All right. Well, we will be back next week. Don't forget to. Never mind.
What? What were you gonna say?
Smash that subscribe button.
Oh, I joined in Tana's live stream today, and I told her she needs to come on our podcast. She's like, okay.
So next week we're gonna have a guest.
Possibly.
No,
Maybe.
that's not gonna
Probably
happen.
not.
I'll ask her.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.